Hey guys, so Texley again. Just want to skip ahead a little bit, just because I don't know, not to be on myself a whole lot, but I was really happy with how this game turned out. Oh, I gotta find it real quick. Okay, close wins versus cannons. All right, that's it. Yeah, this is a good game to my opponent. The honestly, the only real reason I won this game was a couple of tactical mistakes on the part of my opponent. Um, as you can see, we're playing on Ehime Gorge again. Uh, yeah, I don't know. The reason I really like this particular replay was honestly because I made some tactical decisions that were pretty good, and my opponent made some tactical decisions that were kind of bad. The only real reason I'm showing this off right now is just because of one unit, honestly, that just made my frickin' day. Okay, so my opponent deployed cannons at this on this map. Bad idea. If you look at this, I've got this big ass hill I can hide behind from his cannon. He's got him back here. Can't move him because, you know, once he deploys siege weapons, he can't move him. So he takes the obvious position on the hill. And honestly, basically what I'm trying to do is get rid of his cannon, because that's a lot of money on this unit right here. That is, I'm not really sure because I don't have cannons myself, but I'm pretty sure this is a ton of money. This is a money sink, basically, especially on this map where I've got this terrain where he can't even see me. He does end up sniping a couple of my cavalry over here, Yari cavalry. So I've got 2 units of Yari cavalry. As you can see, I think I'm rank 4, rank 5 at this point. Not really sure. And you can see my katana core. Kind of the standard way I roll. I like lots of sword units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 katana units with 2 bow samurai, and these guys were, I can't remember if they were vets before this battle. They might have been vets before this battle. Doesn't really matter. It's not really that big of a deal. The unit that actually shines, I'm actually not sure which one it is. We'll see later. Daisuke's third spears. I'm pretty sure it's these guys right here who really shine in this battle. Anyway, so you can see my opponent has quickly, very quickly, taken a position up on this hill. He's trying to be defensive. Kind of missed this cavalry engagement. It's not that big of a deal. Basically, I sacrificed 1 Yari cav for all of his cav so that I would be able to take out his cannons, which I did. I'm okay with that. I'm pretty sure the 2 cannons combined were, or the cannon was worth more than my 2 Yari cavalry combined, but this was a huge tactical mistake by my opponent. He sends all of his remaining cav except for his general unit. No, he's got some Yari cav. He sends all of these cav, which are Naginata cav. No, katana. Yeah, they're katana cav. Whatever. He sends all of his cav after this one unit. And at this point, I'm just basically moving in position, and I'm microing my cav, kind of, sort of. And I'm basically just trying to draw his cav away so that I can move in position. Anyway, you can see that pretty much works. He's going to chase my cavalry all the way around his position. Honestly, he should have given up after a certain point and just relied on his spear units, especially since several of them were veterans. So he sends, and see, you can see him trying to micro his cav to get in front of me, and it does actually end up working, but his cavalry is so out of position, and it doesn't seem like that big of a deal right now because I'm not really moving. I'm kind of focused on this cav unit for pretty much the same reason that he's focused on that cav unit. It's because it's moving and it's alive, and if he doesn't catch it, then it's going to cause trouble. So at this point, I realize I need to start booking. I need to start moving into position, and it'll happen eventually. I don't know how long it actually takes. He does actually end up. So he's moved his cavalry over. Well, I moved his cavalry over to this wing, and they're katana calves, so they're gonna last for a little while. They're actually yari cav. Whatever. Anyway, they're gonna last a little while, just long enough to tie up his cavalry, which he did. I could have had a cav advantage on that one. He's got a range advantage, a bit less now. So I'm moving my troop. You can see here I'm moving up my troops on this ridge. I eventually changed my mind. I realized that that's kind of a bad idea and start moving down towards towards here, this slope here, because I figured it's the easiest slope to take the enemy. Not necessarily true, but I do that. So I've still got this Yari cavalry unit. It's 28 men strong. I leave this unit behind because I know that he's going to send his cavalry to try and take, what is this, the workshop? Yeah, the workshop's awesome. I do not blame my opponent for trying to take that. I blame him a little bit because of the tactics that he ends up using. But we'll see that. Alright, so I'm just going to fast forward real quick, just so that my units can get in position, and you see he shifts his position to match me. Alright, so, these fucking guys. Okay, so he's got his cavalry moving in position. I decide to ignore them because they're wavering and they're already pretty low on horsemen. So I try to take out this unit here. Not really sure why, can't really remember, but it doesn't really matter because he ends up charging his cav into my samurai, my yari samurai. So I end up getting a downhill charge on this unit. These guys come in on my flank, but it doesn't matter because I've got fucking it's fucking yari samurai, and they're just going to completely fuck up everyone over here. That's the hero unit. This is the hero unit of the battle. They just fuck up everything that comes over here. It's great. I love it. I'm a firm believer in samurai, the yari samurai. They're I don't know, they're very useful in certain situations, and this is a particularly useful situation. I end up destroying all of his cav, except for this unit, which I end up intercepting with my yari cav, who are hidden in those woods. Anyway, so here I could have skirmished for a while, decided not to. Decided to just straight up assault the hill. You can see I'm trying to move Shinosuke, this unit of katana samurai, around to the flank while I make a frontal assault with the rest of my the rest of my guys. And yeah, this engagement is pretty much over. Pretty sure I actually forgot about this unit of cavalry, which would have really come in handy. Anyway, so you can see me engaging up here. I'm against his Naginata samurai, and I don't know how many patches came out between this game and some other commentators' games, but I've heard other commentators say that Naginata Samurai will beast up against Katana Samurai. That is not the case in this battle. In this battle, that probably also has to do with this overlapping maneuver right here, but basically I destroy his infantry line, move up against the rest of his infantry, and I've still got these this unit, and this unit in reserve. And I'm not really sure what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe move an advanced force over here to try and take that flank. But honestly, it doesn't really matter because I've got my cavalry over here tying up these Ashigaru, and then I've got my Yari Samurai moving in on them. So I'm kind of... it's not that big of a deal to me. And these guys will eventually turn around and start... Yep, there they go. And then, of course, my general falls. Not really sure why I charged him in at that point. especially against this general who is much more along the melee general specialization than my dude is. He's got his matchlocks firing over here. And I've got stuff moving. Made a lot of tactical indecision. These guys right over here, this is not a corruption. These guys were actually here. I actually completely forgot about them. And it ends up not really making a difference, but it really, maybe it would have made a difference. It would have given me another decisive victory, I think, if I had actually deployed those guys. So I've got my spear dudes up in here, mixing it up with his, what are these guys? Katana Samurai. They route. Or maybe not. I don't know. Oh yeah, they move up here to reinforce this line because I want to make damn sure this line right here actually wins, because this line's won, and there we go. There it is. I ended up being able to take my opponent off the hill, and like you can see here, this is corrupted. But I actually won. This pretty much went down the same way that the actual battle went down, pretty much to the very last detail, except for this corruption. I'm not really sure why this happened. Then again, I guess CA isn't either. Well, maybe they are, sure, and they just don't care. Anyway, basically, this is what happened. I took a fortified position, I moved him out of formation, and I ended up being able to exploit it because of my superior infantry. And especially because of these guys. These guys were definitely the MVP. Daisuke's third spears. I renamed them something, but they are my only current Yari Samurai veteran unit. And they've got a special place in my heart for tanking all of those cavalry units. And that actually did happen. That isn't a corruption. That totally did happen. So anyway, I'll stop boring you with this little overview screen. Yeah, that pretty much happened exactly how our actual battle unfolded. Those units that ran off, those might have routed. Can't really be sure, I can't really remember, but I'm pretty sure they didn't actually route, and I was just being stupid and allowing them to pursue their broken opponents. But either way, it was a victory for me and a good game to my opponent. He used cannons, and that didn't work out for him, I guess. I don't know. Probably worked better if on a better map. I think that probably had a lot to do with it, was the map we ended up playing on. Anyway, good game to my opponent, and I will catch you guys later.